Hello and welcome to Devlog number 8. I'm Shirley and I'm developing a farming game where you can discover mythical crops. In this video, I'll go over the new features I made in the last 4 months, and there are a lot of them this time, so let's begin right away with new player actions. First, I added an electric scooter that can be ridden outdoors to increase the player's movement speed. I made it an item that stays in the inventory instead of an object in the world, so you don't need to worry about parking the scooter or finding it later. You can simply activate it from the inventory hotbar. I also wanted to make the riding experience seamless. You can still interact with NPCs or objects normally when riding a scooter. And when entering or exiting an indoor area, the game automatically activates or deactivates the scooter for you. Next, I added the ability for the player character to sit on chairs. I think this is actually a really important feature, even though it doesn't add anything to the gameplay, because sometimes when exploring the world of a game, you might find a scene where you just want to sit and enjoy the environment for a bit. But if your character can't interact with the chairs, then it can really break the immersion of the game. There are a few more player animations that I added, like harvesting crops, eating, blinking during idle, and falling asleep. These animations make the player character feel more alive now. The second feature I added is crafting and potion brewing. You can obtain crafting recipes as you progress in the game to craft decor, machines, or utility objects. Crafting is done in the crafting menu, which means you can do it anywhere on the map. But if you're in the farm or if you're close to a storage chest, then crafting automatically searches for ingredients from both your inventory and your storage as well, so you don't need to keep all the ingredients in your bag. Potion brewing is similar to crafting, but you need a cauldron to brew potions instead of using the menu. Next, I worked on processor machines, which can process farm products or mined resources into more valuable items. For prototyping, I made the furnace, which turns ores into bars. I wanted processors to be automated, so I designed them to have input and output storage. Processor machines can automatically grab ingredients from their input storage and store processed items in the output storage, so you don't need to wait for the machine when you have multiple items to process. I also thought it'd be fun to see this automation process, so I designed glass tubes where you can see which items are being transferred in the machine. Next, I implemented the shop system. Each shop has its own shop inventory, and you can purchase or sell items at a shop by interacting with the shop counter. Each shop has an owner NPC character who tends to the shop based on their schedule. Usually, you can't use a shop if its owner is not tending to it, but if you reach a certain friendship level with the owner, then you can use self-checkout at their shop, even when they're not available. I also added the shipping bin object where you can place items to sell overnight, and the income from shipped items is displayed in the end-of-day summary. You can purchase more shipping bins in the game and place them anywhere to sell more items more conveniently. Finally, I worked on the Guardians and Temple Offerings system. The storyline of the game is related to restoring the powers of 4 Guardians by making offerings to them in the temple. Each Guardian is related to a different aspect of the game. For example, Flora, the guardian of nature, accepts offerings of crops and forageables. Temple offering is a long-term progression in the game, and as you make more offerings for each guardian, they'll give you milestone rewards that can help you progress further in the game. Finally, here's the weirdest bug for this devlog. If you sit on a chair and then an NPC walks by, that's all for this devlog. Thank you for watching and see you next time.